Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Jermeeth.
And I'm Jake.
And I got a whole bunch of questions on Tumblr last night. And so I decided instead of answering them on Tumblr, I would answer them through a video because that's how I roll. Now the prompt, the original prompt, came out of left field. It was 35 things you absolutely must agree on before getting married. The thing is, I only got 32 questions, so we can make up the last 3 if we want.
Cool.
I mean, number 1.
Oh God.
What? Don't look at them. I don't want to spoil it. Number 1. Does the toilet paper go over or under the roll?
We already have fought about this.
This is a deal breaker, apparently. This is something you must agree upon, or the wedding can't happen.
And we've already fought about this. Toilet paper goes over like a waterfall.
I have a
waterfall of cascading toilet paper.
To clean your dirty butt.
Yes.
You know, I go back and forth. I don't mind it going over, but I also like it going under. Number 2, cats, dogs, or both?
Both.
I want a small dog. He wants
and we're gonna get a husky.
And I want a small dog. And there's something called a pomsky, which we could get, and he could have his husky, and I could have my little lap dog.
I want a pomsky. I want a husky.
It's so tiny, and I would love it.
And you have Poncho for those reasons, and I will have my husky.
Number 3, can you eat breakfast for dinner? Absolutely. Number 4, cold pizza, yes or no? I'm really on the fence. It depends on where it's from, I feel like.
Yes, but yes. Generally, I will eat pizza cold.
Number 5, is it acceptable to open presents as they arrive, or do you have to wait for the actual birthday or holiday?
You have to wait for the actual birthday or holiday.
You have to wait. I'm impatient, and I firmly believe that you should get a present on Christmas Eve and at midnight on your actual birthday. Like, the midnight that it hits your birthday, you're allowed to open up one thing. And you're allowed to open up one thing at Christmas Eve.
I'm
impatient.
That's fine, but like, why would you just like, oh, it's not my birthday for another week, but somebody sent me presents.
Open all the things.
Maybe just because I was raised that I couldn't have them until the day of.
That's what I was raised to. Number 6, should the dirty forks and knives go into the dishwasher with the handle sticking out of the utensil tray or down in the utensil tray?
Down.
Down. If it goes up, then they don't get cleaned properly.
And you could stab yourself.
That's another thing. Number 7, is it acceptable to leave the dishes in the sink to soak overnight, or do they need to be cleaned before bed?
It depends on what you cook. Some dishes will stick very firmly to the bowl or the pan that they were cooked in, and you do need to let it soak. I don't think you should let it soak overnight, because what's likely to happen is you'll forget about it, and the next day will come, and you'll have stuff to do, and you don't want to deal with it in the morning because it's gross. But you always have to do it the night of.
Exactly. Number 8, toothpaste, cap on or cap off? If you leave the cap off, that is the most disgusting thing. Number 9, again on the toothpaste, roll it from the bottom or just squeeze it really hard?
Okay, here's the thing. This is how I work. I just squeeze it really hard until it starts getting too hard to squeeze, and then I roll it from the bottom.
I do that too. 10, are towels a one-time use item, or do you use the same towel until laundry day?
Towels are not one-time use, because if you did one-time use, unless you have literally a bajillion towels, which I would love.
Or the disposable towels.
Or disposable towels, which I would love. You know, like to have like enough linens that you can just have a new towel every day. New hand towel, new dish towel, new body towel, all that. But it's not really realistic. I don't wait until laundry day. I have like 6 bath towels, and I change them out probably, I think a week is the longest I'll let one go. Maybe. 11, how about washcloths? I do not like using a washcloth in the shower. I think there's something really gross about it. Unless it's a new one every time you shower, there's something really gross to me about washcloths, because they get slimy and they get gross, and I mean it's literally wet fabric that's just sitting there soaking. Like, there's got to be tons of mildew festering inside that wet washcloth. So I use a loofah.
It sounds so gross though.
Oh, I love a good loofah.
It sounds gross. Number 12, road trip or flying?
I like the idea of road trips. I do not like driving. Driving stresses me out. And because Jeremy doesn't have a car right now, I do all the driving.
And even when I drive long distances, I fall asleep, even in the daytime.
So he's not to be trusted to drive. So if, we had a third person with us who did all the driving, I'd be like, yeah.
Hey, you, want to drive us? Here's $20.
I'd be like, yeah.
Number 13, what's the right thread count for sheets?
So,
I'm indifferent.
Here's the thing. My favorite kind of bed sheet is jersey style. Basically, it's made out of t-shirt material. I love these kinds of sheets, and I can't sleep with anything else now. I get very uncomfortable with normal sheets.
I'm indifferent. Number 14. What brand of toilet paper? The cheapest brand of toilet paper.
Charmin.
15. Mayo or Miracle Whip?
Mayo. Well, I mean, they have their own places. Mayo on sandwiches, on burgers, in, you know, like sauces and stuff. But Miracle Whip for dessert, baby.
16. Pepsi or Coke? Both.
Coke. Whoops.
Coke is delicious, but I think Pepsi has a time and a place. Pepsi has a time and a place for barbecues. Pepsi is amazing at barbecues because barbecues are usually really salty, and Pepsi has a higher sugar count. 17. Can you eat the holiday candy out in the display bowl, or must it be left there for display?
It's there to eat!
I don't believe in display bowls. I believe in taking your candy and hiding it so that no one else finds it, and you eat it whenever you damn feel like it.
I like the idea of display bowls of candy, only when you have guests coming over, because it's stupid to just have candy sitting out, like, all the time.
18. What is your definition of camping?
A condo.
19. Turn the thermostat down when you go out, or leave it alone.
You need to leave it alone. Unless you have pets, and it's gonna get ridiculously hot where you live. Like if there's the possibility of your house getting up to like 120 degrees plus while you're gone for the day,
then you should leave it.
And you have pets, you need to leave the thermostat on for at least, 80s to 90s. At least. I mean, it's...
As a courtesy to
your pet. As a courtesy to your pet. They're a small creature covered in fur and hair. You need to be kind to them. Otherwise, if nobody's in the house, if there's no animals, if it's just going to be an empty house, why would you waste all that electricity?
Number 20. At one point, is a garbage bag too full to stuff more trash in it?
If you have to look at your garbage and think, can I stuff more in this? It's time to take it out.
21. How many times is it acceptable to hit the snooze button? As long as you're not late.
I think if you're living with somebody, though, I think it's very rude to have your snooze button going off over and over and over again. If someone's right next to you in bed.
22. Thrift store shopping. Great deals or gross?
In general, something about buying somebody's clearly used clothes is off-putting to me.
23. How far in advance is it okay to plan a vacation?
And I'm like, let's plan our next 5 now.
I like to know what's going to happen, on my birthday next year, right now. So, planning a vacation is kind of a bigger deal because you need to save up for it.
Yeah.
And you need to save for a long time depending on how big it is. 24. Restaurant reservations necessary or too restrictive? Depends on where you're going.
Yeah, I think if it's a nice fancy restaurant, I think, you need to have reservations.
Because I don't want to just show up somewhere and then be like, oh yeah, we'll see you in like 2 hours. Like, no, I'll go to Jack in the Box. Thank you.
Yeah, I think if we're going to go eat at Carthay Circle at California Adventure, I want reservations. But if we're going to eat at Ye Old Red Robin, I'll just
a little
walk in.
excessive. 25. Roller coasters. Love them or hate them?
I love roller coasters. I absolutely adore roller coasters, but they make me sick.
I go back and forth. It depends on the roller coaster. 26. More chocolate chips, less cookie, or more cookie, less chips? Way more chocolate chips than cookie.
Yeah.
Especially if you're making them homemade.
Yeah.
Even if you're making from a scratch thing, you put more.
Oh.
I put more pepperonis on pre-made pizzas. What does that tell you about me? 27. How much orange juice must be left in the container for it to be returned to the fridge? As soon as you're done using a drink, you put it back.
Well, yeah, but if you have limited space, like we run into this problem a lot. Like we have a whole giant pitcher of milk,
I get the
and there's only
question.
this much in it.
Drink it.
You drink it.
28. Chip clips or just roll the bag up?
I think chip clips are the bestest invention ever, and they make so many cute ones. I just can never find them.
We have a whole set we're gonna buy.
Enough.
There's a whole set at Target we're planning on buying.
Yay.
I like chips. I love chips. 29. Call the doctor or just take some medicine at home?
I think that depends.
Depends.
If
you have like a raging infection that's causing you blisters and you're breaking out in bubonic plague.
I don't like going to doctors. Doctors' offices creep me out, and I don't like needles, so.
I like doctors. They're just too expensive. Number 30. Where is the prime location for the TV remote to stay? On top of the entertainment unit.
That's fair.
Because then you know where it's going to be at all times. I don't like when people put their remotes in drawers. Because then it's like, if you have a bunch of drawers, it's like, where is it? Which one? 31. Is it okay to have a TV in the bedroom?
No, it's terrible.
It's totally not okay. 32. Should folded clothes be put away, or is it okay to just pull as needed from the basket of clean laundry? I firmly believe in putting away clothes after you've washed them.
I do as well. Just the problem is I share a closet, and I have. If you divided the closet into fourths, I have 1/4 of the closet space.
You'll have a lot more soon. So now, there were 3 questions that just got lost somewhere in transition. So we can make them up. Do you love me?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
34. How much?
More than anything. When is it time to bring someone else into the relationship?
When you have firmly discussed it between both parties and decided that it needs to happen. For whatever reason, there's a third party needs to be introduced.
No, my question is, do you love me?
Yeah.
That's my question.
Then that's 36 questions.
No, the last one was fake. It was falsies.
It's falsies. Julian's gonna be upset. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the questions, whoever sent them. And I will see you guys all again next time with another video. Thank you, Jacob. Subscribe to his channel, whatever. Peace out.
Good.
You think about us.